All right, good people. It's Mr. Wilson, your music teacher here. So I'm going to give you some clear cut instructions on how to take your music assessment. Assessment is nothing but a fancy word for test. Okay, so you're going to really need to pay attention, listen to these instructions so that it can guide you on how to take your test. So I've written them down so that I won't forget to tell you anything. Okay. So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to go back to the place where you click the link. Each day you come to music and you click the link to log in for music, you're going to go back to that spot. Go back to that same spot. There's going to be a either there's going to be a spreadsheet or there's going to be a link for a spreadsheet. So if there's a spreadsheet, you're going to look in that spreadsheet, you're going to find your name, you're going to find your first and your last name, and you're going to look. Now make sure, because there's a lot of people with the same name, a lot of people with the same last name, so make sure you find your name, your first and your last name. Make sure you find your first and your last name. And right name, right first, right last name. And you're going to write down your username. You're going to write that name. Write the username down. It's a 9-digit number. It's a 9-digit number. And right beside that, there's going to be a password. You're going to write that down. Those two things, you need to write it down. Okay? So write those two things down. Once you've written that down, if there's not a spreadsheet there, then there's going to be a link to a spreadsheet. You're going to do the same thing. So find that, write it down. Then you're going to exit out of that. So once you've done that, then there's going to be a link to a website that's going to take you to the test. The test is going to be on a website called Music First. Okay, it's going to be on a website called Music First. You're going to click that link. It's going to take you there, but you're going to have to enter in that username and the password that you wrote down. So if you didn't write it down, you can't get in and take it. Okay, so you're going to write down the username. You're going to write down the password. Once you've written down the username, once you've written down the password, and you've entered them in, you're going to click enter. It'll let you in. Then you'll see it says begin 2020 KIP Texas assessment. KIP music assessment. KIP music assessment is what it'll say. You'll click that. Then on the right side, it'll say begin test. I think it's a little green button. You click that and you start your test. That's all there is to it. Okay. So those are the instructions for that test. I'm not grading you on anything that I've already taught you. I'm just grading you, or just assessing, or trying to see what you already know. Okay? That's all it is. Just trying to see what you already know about music. Okay? It's nothing hard. There's not a whole bunch of questions to it. It won't take you long to answer all these questions. Okay? Once again, not trying to assess you on something that I've taught you, just trying to assess and see what you already know about music. Okay? 3 simple words. Try your best. That's all I ask. Okay? Do your best.